Good morning, everybody, and happy Friday. We made it. I'm so proud of you. I hope you're proud of yourself too. Give yourself a pat on the. We've got a big day. We've got a big weekend. We've talked about most of the big stuff that's also in the air. That damn fixed square. That's going exact tomorrow. Venus is still conjunct Saturn. It is still soupy and woo. Also kind of testy. We've talked about all of that kind of ad nauseum. I'll talk more about the new moon this weekend, but I just want to go through La Luna's journey that she's going to make from now until the new moon. Her little bit in Aries. Because she's busy. She's a busy bee. So La Luna moved into Aries last night. Who's at Aries at the 0 degree? Neptune, okay? So while Neptune in Pisces was more of like dissolving, Neptune in Aries is trying to initiating. He's trying to initiate a whole new dream for the collective. It's not an emotional release. It's more like a visionary rebirth. And through fire, too. My favorite kind of rebirth. This morning, the moon and Neptune's conjunction is like a mythic baptism in primordial flame. A meeting between instinct and divine vision. Okay, so we're going to call that the spark, all right? Moon and Neptune, cosmic inception. A fire-born vision. Anyone else have vivid as shit dreams last night? Might not stop as you wake up. Don't not expect intuitive flashes, recalls, urges to take inspired action without really understanding or knowing why. Don't be surprised if you wake up like spiritually wired or like spiritually with purpose. Maybe even overwhelmed, maybe even a tad bit burnt. But this is not about letting go, even though it's right before the new moon. This is divine ignition, okay? We're not at the letting go thing yet. Stick with me. New dream is entering the world through you, through us, through the collective. Through this moment. Luna's busy. She's doing a lot, okay? So we're gonna go on a ride before this new moon. Remember I said this was about the body? In Aries, she wants us to feel some shit, okay? So she's also trining Mars, all right? Wild courage, okay? Our emotions have momentum. Remember what trines are. I don't know why I'm doing this dance, but I am. This is not passive energy at all, okay? It's primal. It's brave. It can be performative. That's not always bad though, but it can be. Sometimes it takes a performance for the action. You know how like when a doctor graduates school, they have their white coat ceremony? They put on their white coat, they're a doctor, right? Even though they haven't done any doctor stuff. That's what I'm talking about. We all have to imposter a little bit before we can be, you know? Like if you have to perform to build up some courage, that's okay. Because you may feel called to stand up for some shit today. Maybe for yourself. Maybe you finally feel that roar, especially as she gets closer to Mercury and Chiron. You could have passionate declarations today. Embodied creativity. We're also going to be a little protective, a little possessive possibly. This is heightened sexual energy, bold emotional expression. How about we say that? Okay, yeah? The heart wants what it wants, okay? And your body knows that before your mind does. That's that moon trine Mars energy, and that train is backing me up. Later on, she'll be conjunct Mercury and Chiron. That'll go into like tomorrow. So now the moon activates the voice of the wound. Mercury here is not trying to punish you with bringing things to mind. He wants to help translate that raw emotion. He wants to translate it into insight. And Chiron's got to bring the ache, okay? We got to have the ache. You may say the things that you need to say. You may say things that you never thought you would hear yourself say. This is Aries energy, okay? Unpredictable. What does your identity need? Words right now have so much power. Not in the way when we were talking about before with Pisces. These words are sharp. They are swords. They are here to crack you open. Feelings that were once buried can now rise. We don't want them just to be felt. We want them to be spoken. We want them sent out. We have all this before the moon enters Taurus. The grounding. So after the flame, La Luna softens the soil, okay? This is her sacred descent. She will enter Taurus after this journey in Aries to begin a new cycle rooted in value, in her body, in her inner worth. What began as a flash or a vision now seeks to become real. So this whole weekend, from spark to sea, to spirit, to skin, okay? This weekend isn't just a prelude to the new moon. It is a cosmic creation story. The dream ignites, the body remembers, expresses, wants to ground that dream. Chiron and Mercury say, let old pain become new language, new thought, new understanding to help this dream take body, take root. Hold on to the biddies. It'll be emotional. We love a ride, don't we?